Hey everybody, it's Joey Value TCG. Hope everyone is having a good day, good week. Well, I'm back. If you watched the last couple of videos, I might have mentioned this, but I was away. I was in Vegas for work for most of last week. Um, and I totally missed you guys, so I wanted to put out a video for you guys a little bit early this week, especially since there's so much going on in the One Piece world. We are starting to see a broadening out of interest from Pokemon. A lot of people kind of coming into One Piece, which I think is an awesome thing, right? We really want to see, a continued pipeline of interest in this game. And I wanted to get a video out for you guys really on a very specific topic. PRB01, sure. But what I think is the cheapest way of getting PRB01 packs today. And we are going to talk through that today. So hope you guys are looking forward to it. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscriptions really help me out. So thank you guys for those of you guys who do subscribe and watch the videos. Anyways, yeah, I really miss you guys, man. Like I was in Vegas, and I had a pretty rough run at the tables, unfortunately. I only lost like $20,000-$30,000. Had to sell my kidneys for to the mob to make some of that money back, and was able to get back on a flight over. Yeah, like the typical tourist experience in Vegas. But I'm back. And it's good to be back. So let's talk about PRB01. And of course, I didn't lose that much money. I didn't have to sell my kidneys. They're still in my body. That was a joke. Anyways, all right, PRB01. So I would say the most interesting thing is right now we're seeing booster box prices at $243 dollars per box. That's about $13 a booster pack, right? For what I would consider unsoiled booster packs, because you do find booster maybe $12, a little over $12. You do find um, that you can find booster packs, right? Like let's take a look. You can get a booster pack for I think like $8. It's probably under best match. Yeah, there it is. You get a booster pack for under $8 on TCG Player. However, I would never recommend buying this, mainly because these are more than likely dead packs, right? So these are not packs where there's things inside. These are packs where they've hit the top tier cards that they were looking for, and they're just selling the rest. So I would never recommend people buying this, and that's why in One Piece, it's always preferred to buy booster boxes, and that's why you've seen such a huge discrepancy, right? 8 times 20, right? That's only $160 versus the booster boxes themselves, $243. That is a massive difference, over 50% difference. And I want to talk to you guys about starter decks. Starter decks, this I think is the best way of getting a PRB01 pack. Now, a lot of people don't know this, especially if you're new to the hobby and you're just building your first deck and you want to open, or maybe you're just looking to open some PRB01 and you're not finding really booster boxes at cheap prices. I would say this is the best way of opening PRB01 packs. And that's because, so starter deck 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So 15 to 20. These starter decks all have a single booster pack of PRB01 in them, right? And that, I think, is an absolutely crazy thing, because it really creates a floor for the value of these starter decks. And if you look at the starter decks right now, right, so ST15 Edward Newgate, this is one of the more expensive ones. So $22 for a starter deck on TCG Player. You might be able to find this for a little bit cheaper elsewhere, but largely $22. And for that price, you get one PRB01, $13, and then you get two of these Newgates and two of the aces, right? So theoretically, if you sold the ace and the Newgate, Newgate should be about $3. Yeah, this is a damage full. So about $3. There's two of these. That's about $6 plus another 4-ish for ace. That's $10, right? 10. And you have the starter deck 15 being $22. You get not a huge discount, but you do get a discount on the PRB01 pack. 10 cents. Not exciting. But what you do find is online, like I said, I mean, this is Game Nerds. They're selling this starter deck 15 for $17 a pop. So $17 minus 10, you're getting that PRB pack for $10, for $7 a pack. That's huge discount from the starter decks. And you are going to be able to get in a non, skewed hit rate. The risks that you would be running when you're just buying a pack from TCG Player, or loose packs, I should say. And then you look at Uta, the starter deck 16. Well, starter deck 16, same thing. It's $19 here. You get two of these shanks, right? So this is the only card that's really worth anything in this set. But you get two of these shanks. That's about $9 of value for both of them put together. Everything else, nothing too crazy here, right? But you do get the shanks, and I mean, $16, right, for this deck. You get $9 back. Again, $7 for that PRB01 pack. I think that is an absolute bargain today. And then now ST17. This is pretty expensive, right? So you're looking at $28-ish. I haven't really been able to find too many of these for cheaper than $28, mainly because this one and the purple Luffy one, which we'll see in a minute here, they've been many cards in this set are used in decks, right? So you see there's Buggy with value, there's Law with value, there's Boa Hancock with value. So definitely a number of cards in here that have value, and as a result, the Dofi deck is going to be very expensive. $28. Probably wouldn't recommend buying this. But if you can find it at MSRP, which I think MSRP might be like $12, $13. So like we're seeing prices already above MSRP to account for the PRB01 pack. But if you can find these at MSRP, huge. Now, Purple Luffy, $40, which I think is, $37, which is pretty expensive, but understandable, right? You need 4 of these Usohachis and many of these decks out there, purple decks out there, and then Zoro Juro, $3 a pop. There's a couple of them, and a couple of Luffy Taro. So 2 plus 6 plus, is this 8 or is this 7? So 8. So what is that? 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 14. That's $24 just in the cards itself. And then you get the pack for what? Let's, like $12. So nothing too crazy. But if you do find this, again, closer to MSRP, $20, even above $20, might be a good deal. And then we have Sengoku, the Black Smoker deck. I don't know why I said the Sengoku deck, but it does have 2 of these Sengokus in them. These are $2 each, and then $2 for the Toshigis. So that's $8 in value. You can find these black smoker decks out there for like 17, 18 bucks, but even on TCG Player, right? Nothing too crazy. This is $19. Let's see what's the first one. Yeah, so 19.4, so $11-ish for that PRB01 pack. Not the best price, but not the worst price. And then you have this category deck. Category, I think, is very interesting to me. I don't know how playable any of these cards are at this point. They might be more playable in the future, and that's the one thing with One Piece is that there's so much in rotation that you could potentially find something interesting. But let's just say there's like $5 of card value in this. I mean, you're finding. I mean, this guy Mythic Forge Gaming selling entire display of 6 for $79. That's a decent deal, right? So plus ship, I mean, you're looking at like $14 a pack, right? So you are getting the PRB01 pack for like $9. Not the best deal, not the worst deal. One thing I did want to mention is that we are going through meta rotation soon with the release of OP10, which should be in just a couple of weeks. And then as a result, right, we're going to see this meta shift towards Dofi. I mean, or I shouldn't say towards Dofi, to sustain Dofi's dominance. And then you have the EVO2 Monkey D Luffy. In this Monkey D Luffy deck, I mean, again, you have the Uso Hachi that's very popular. But outside of that, in the Zoro Juro, in purple, purple Luffy. So that's why purple Luffy, I think, is a very interesting purchase, even at that higher price point, because we might see that deck could go up higher in price as people are getting ready to put these Usohachis and Zoro Juros in their EVO2 decks, EVO2 Luffy decks. And then the other one thing I want to talk to you guys about is, well, I mean, Black Smoker, of course. I mean, Black Smoker will use the Sengokus. You need 4 copies of that. That's pretty interesting. Could imply that that price might go higher. I think Lucci. And then let's take a look at these guys. Nope. Lucci, let's see. Lucci, that's a pretty straightforward deck. The only thing that you guys would have to be looking out for is Finger Pistols, Bang Bang. That might continue to go up in price. And then, yeah, so Black Yellow Luffy takes a step down in this set, which I find very interesting. Black Yellow Luffy is kind of just, it's so oppressive to play against. But yeah, I mean, it's floating the price of this Monkey D Luffy from OP07. So something to think of. And then it obviously uses these cards from Starter Deck 13. So also something to think of. And then the last thing I would just say is Jewelry Bonnie. You have the Shanks card that I was talking to you guys about. This is still second tier deck, which is very, very playable. And as a result, I do think that the price for the Uta deck should go up higher as a result. And of course, like after I put out this video, we're going to see how the movements for everything will go. I do expect the Uta deck to be one of the first to be sold out, especially since, I mean, $16 for this is very, very cheap. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Hope you guys are having a good day, a good week. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the starter decks. Are you guys still looking to open more PRB01 packs? I'd be curious to hear your opinions. And yeah, I will talk to you guys next time.